Uh-oh.
You want to talk about these cops getting busy?
So guys, this is this is some real shenanigans for you today. Okay, another crazy scenario turned viral recently. A married Maryland police officer was found kissing and touching upon and actually getting in the back of his patrol car with a woman as bystanders with children were watching and recording. Not long after this video went up on TikTok, the cop was suspended and under investigation. So I know it's crazy, right? The wife of this man took to social media to blast the woman whom she apparently already knew about and her cheating ass husband. So you guys, this is too messed up. We are all up in these people's marriages and affairs. But my question is, what type of punishment do you think this officer deserves? And also, how would you advise his wife to heal from this kind of public spectacle? Because this is embarrassing, right? Like this is bad.
You said that she blasted the woman. His wife blasted the woman. Is that what happened?
Yes, that's actually true. Yeah. So there were more articles after this one came out, this video, and they found his wife, and she was saying like, yeah, this is typical of her. She's easy. That's why he cheats with her. So it's almost like the wife is actually not okay with it, but they're working on it.
Well, not okay with it, but
right. But she's not leaving him for it, basically, because she knows this woman. Like she's kind of used to this thing.
He done lost his job. She might leave him. What you think, Rob?
Well,
So it's
first
time to
things
go
first.
now.
I mean, Buddy's definitely got a thing for the sisters. So,
Yeah.
Definitely.
first off,
He does.
I don't know the state of the Marlet's marriage or situation. That being said, cheaters suck. So
Yeah.
Francesco should be suspended without pay. He should be fined, and because I think that Maryland taxpayers deserve to recuperate the cost of his shenanigans. I would definitely consider a demotion for such a lack of professionalism. Or, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily look at it for grounds for dismissal or expulsion from the force, but this would definitely be a huge flag in your file. And if it happens again, buddy,
You
or
don't
anything
think so?
like this,
You don't think he should
But
be?
it happened multiple times.
You don't think he should
doing
be
it.
fired?
I think that, like I outlined what I think the consequences should be.
He's like, this is what
She's like, I told you, damn it.
Right.
I just said it. But no, if this is multiple infractions of this type, Johnny, then yeah, absolutely, he should be losing his station on the force. But he looks like a jacked up roid boy. Just check him out. But my advice to his spouse, because this is so public and painful, couple of things. She needs to acknowledge her feelings. She needs to seek help. She needs to take very good care of herself during this time and try to limit her exposure to the media when she's ready.
Yeah.
She needs to discuss this with her spouse and consider counseling if there's any chance of reconciliation. If there is, set firm boundaries. And if there isn't a chance of reconciliation, still set those firm boundaries and proceed. If you're going to leave him, lawyer up and get yours, girl, because it's on tape.
Yeah. Yep. He's down.
I mean,
okay. How about you, Nia? What do you think?
It's clearly abuse of power. I was thinking, so almost every job I've ever had, every single one, they have an employee handbook. And they tell you what you can and can't do. And one of the things that's always in that handbook, always, you can't have sex on the job when you're working. You can't be fired when you're working. That's in the handbook. And if you are, it's grounds for termination. It's just I don't understand why oftentimes, and this is part of the reason why police feel empowered to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
I don't understand why the rules are different for police officers. This guy should be fired.
No, that's an interesting point. If it is a violation of the code of conduct, then yeah, absolutely, he should be terminated.
And I believe it is. I believe I read that
it should be.
At the very least, should be. Even if it's not, it should be. Right. You're right, Gianni. even if it's not.
If anything.
So, sex with civilians in a service vehicle while on duty is frowned upon.
And I want to say,
but not in the handbook.
this was in PG County, which is my police department. This is
wow.
This snap.
That's interesting.
Yes, this is my county
territory. Yeah.
So I would know the area that this happened in. So it's.
I mean, it's also indecent, like public indecency or whatever they want to call it.
There was kids there.
Children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you could have taken it to a hotel. Like, to be honest, you could have done something more private.
Didn't you say this is the second time that he was caught on camera doing this?
On camera, they said, but this isn't social media, so it's not confirmed if it's been 3-4 times, but there's definitely confirmed 2 times on camera that they've been messing around. Mm-hmm. The same girl and this cop car and this cop.
I heard that it was with a different officer.
That's
could potentially be with a potentially.
Because you're saying because Gianni, you said that they
potentially.
You said that they didn't know who it was, right? They didn't know. They couldn't tell who the actual officer was in the video because it wasn't clear.
Because he was already in the patrol car, right? And they just saw the woman going back and forth from her car.
Same woman.
To the patrol
So you're saying, wait a minute. So you're saying possibly the same woman could be hidden
I told you she could be down for the whole team. Like, you don't know what it is. Like,
she's stacking her deck with get out of jail free cards, man.
She's getting her connections on and she's doing a thing. She even this same woman said that she wouldn't stop. Like, she commented after this and said she wouldn't stop seeing him. And I was like, what? Lady, can somebody beat her up? Like, what's going on? This is too much. But what is your advice to his wife?
Oh, to the wife. Yeah. So you asked why the wife. I mean, my suggestion is pretty straightforward. She needs to leave. I don't understand why women stick around for the bullshit all the time. I just don't understand it. Every time I hear about a person sticking around, I love my wife to death. She is the love of my life. I've never could have imagined someone as wonderful as she is, right? And we have very clear lines in the sand that, certain things that if either of us do, we're out. And one of those is cheating. I don't need that. We don't even have to have a discussion after that. We don't have to talk. We don't have to conversate. You just be like, I cheated. And then, we don't even have to talk again. We have a clear understanding of what's going to happen after that. I'm just saying, there's a level of respect. If you love me enough, then you will respect those lines. And
if you say that you love me, then there's a whole gamut of things that go with that. That's respect. That's honesty. So if you're cheating, you clearly don't love me. You can say it, but you clearly do not. You demonstrate it that you don't. So
let's be honest.
I'm with you on that, Neil.
Let's be honest. Once you've accepted it once, I guarantee it's easier the second time. And then it's even easier the third time. Then after a while,
next thing it's regular.
They don't even give a damn anymore. Yep. So I say women need to stand by their, if you're okay with cheating, you're okay with doing whatever with whomever, fine. You can make that their thing.
Open relationship.
But if you're not, just say, hey, put that line in the sand and say, look, you step out and I'm out.
Yep.
Well, we didn't hear from you, Gianni. We got like a couple minutes. We didn't hear what you think.
Well, I mean, what I think should happen to him is I do believe he should get fired. I mean, he's clearly abusing his power. I don't know if it was him the second or third time. Regardless, this is disgusting. Sorry. It's just nasty to me. I think that you could have did it in a hotel room and none of us would be here in this conversation right now. So I feel like he should be fired. I think that
we live in a camera world right now.
But Johnny, a hotel room or the service vehicle, while he's on, it doesn't change the fact that this happened while he was on active duty. So really, the location doesn't matter.
That's true.
That's true.
I think the reason it matters is because it's just Well, that, but also it's like, why are we in a park and children and people are here? It's almost like that's what I'm saying. The
Why
boldness
are we parked
of it
next to
all.
the
It's like,
basketball court? Why? Why?
He's just bold.
why are you near? Yeah, it's like Neo said, an abuse of power, and that just turns me all the way the wrong way. Like, what are you doing? This is disrespectful.
Cops
It's
don't care.
disrespectful. Yeah, they don't. And but yeah, I think that for the wife, the advice I would give her, that's so sad because they showed her picture. We know their names. We know where they live. I just feel bad.
You know where we know where they live, so I
advice.
could drive by their house real quick.
So what advice would you
We know
give her,
the
John?
city. To divorce him. That's what, I would divorce him,
Okay.
and I would disappear. Not like that. Not wait, I should say that better. I would divorce him, and I would like move state or like move and change my name because she's on the internet
Disappear.
now. All her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, y'all women need to stop accepting bullshit from men. That's all I can tell you. I can't. I don't understand.
It's easier said.
There are some good. So I know it's hard to find good guys.
There's some bullshit on both sides of the fence.
I agree.
And people need to stop putting up with it.
Right, exactly. Right. I think that's the case. I just, well, I want to say there seems to be a cultural thing with black women. I'm just saying, where black women, I don't know if you've ever seen what's that, Baby Boy. It really speaks to the cultural problems with the cultural dynamic with black men and black women. And there is a long-standing issue where black women tend to accept a lot of stuff. And I'm saying that we need to get out of that. I mean, you need to kind of set your guidelines, stick with them, and stop going for these crappy dudes. It is hard to find good dudes. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to find good dudes, but they're out there and they're worth looking for.
Okay.
They're worth
motivation. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Neo. Because, women are mainly emotional, and I can't speak for all women. There are a lot more emotionally intelligent women, but for the most part, a lot of women I know are very emotional and use that as their rationale. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's where they end up going back to the same guy because they kind of
those are two conflicting ideas. Emotion and rationale are in direct conflict with one another. So you can't, if they're either being emotional or they're being rational, because you can't be both.
Yeah. True. Thank you, Ralph.
I don't know, I might disagree slightly. I can be both because I'm both. I might be slightly more rational than emotional, but that being said,
emotional.
All right, let me get this comment from Sherry Blaine. She says, sex, civilians, and service vehicle in the same sentence do not belong together and spells termination.
So sad.
Thank you.
Yes.
100%. All right.
Get him out of here.
Is truth, lies, or shenanigans?
This is some shenanigans. Nia, what is your police force doing over there?
I don't know, man. Dude. PG County Police, man.
Don't troll them too hard, buddy.
I know, because they might show up at my door.
Right. Start giving you problems.
They might show up at my door. I can't. I love PG County Police. I love them. They're the best.
Start finding you out of nowhere for nothing.